Hey guys, welcome back to another daily recap. Sorry for my inconsistency lately. I've had a lot of school assignments. I had to write a 3-page paper. I have just a ton of tests and presentations and stuff. It's really annoying because I know that school is not going to mean anything to me in the end, but I'm still getting good grades, just in case. But I know that I'm never going to use anything school-wise. Trading is my life, and it's going to be the rest of my life. I know that for sure. But I am going to be reviewing 2 of my trades today, and I have a little bit of an announcement to make. Since the daily recap is actually like one of the top 3 stresses in my life, it's school, work, and daily recap. Other than trading, which is a stress, but that's a good stress because every trader is stressed about just everything. Like there's so many things about trading that's always constantly in your mind, and so you can't really eliminate that. But the other stress is school, work, and these daily recaps are a lot of work, just editing them. And so I write all my stresses on a notepad, and what I do is try to minimize them or cut them out, the top 3 or 4. Which of course I can't cut out school. I can't cut out the daily recaps because they mean so much to me. I love uploading them, and I love having a database of all my progress. And so what I'm going to do to minimize the stress from them is try to make them completely raw. So I'm not going to edit at all. This is actually my second take of the intro, but I'm going to stop editing them. I'm going to give it a shot at least. So I might say some things wrong or have some pauses, but bear with me. Not editing these videos is going to relieve me of a lot of stress. But I still think they're going to be just as good, and you might like them even more. They'll be a little more raw. But yeah, be sure to drop a like again. And this video is not backed by my investing club. I'm just a member, and again, I love making these recaps for you guys, and mainly for me, really, because I love looking back and seeing my growth. Like if I look at my July recap, man, I've improved so much as a trader just in 1 month. And so let's just hop right into the trades. And this recap is going to be 2 days of trading. The last one you saw was 2 losses in a single day, and I kind of skipped a day for uploading. But here's my trade review. As you can see, this loss looks really big compared to all my other trades because all the other days I only took 1 trade, but this day I took 2 trades and lost on them both. And so it doesn't look very good. But as you know, my setup that I've been tracking and trading is very profitable. It's like a 70 to 80% win rate, and I get 1-to-1 and potentially even more, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, as you can see, right after I had this 1.6R loss, I just came right back with another 1R win, and then 1R, hopefully in the future, and then maybe another loss, and then 1R. That's the hope. But I did take a losing trade today, but I'm going to tell you why it's totally fine and why I'm not stressing over it. So this is my trade review as of right now. Hopping into that trade, that green trade that is 1R, the same setup as always. Low hanging fruit had a big run up, and it kind of broke down. And we are below red to green. That's the main indicator, below red to green, low hanging fruit. And now we're grinding back, and I decide to short once we get into a good distance within red to green, just in case it rejects anywhere in this area. As you can see, my risk is very, very tight over. This is a little new adjustment I'm making where I just, I'm going to have a really tight stop, and I'm just going to do that. I actually believe my first stop was 75, but I did move it down. And I'm going to do a lot more data tracking, and I'm really going to take my data tracking to the next level. But yeah, of course, my camera's dying. When I say I don't have to edit, I'm going to have to edit this. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm just going to have to edit that in. But yeah, getting right back into this. So yeah, I'm gonna take my data tracking to the next level. I'm gonna literally take an entire day just to think about it and think about the variables that I want to track. My goal with data tracking this setup is to find the perfect entries, the perfect risk level, which gives me the best risk reward and the best win rate. So I'm just gonna need to track so much, and also I want to find the best exits. Most of the time, I've found with tracking, the market open goes lower than pre-market, and I cover most pre-market. Like I covered half here, and then the rest of the half here. And with I think I could potentially get 2R on each of these setups, and some maybe even 3R, especially if I decide to tighten my risk. But more videos to come about that. and maybe even a video where I explain this setup. I'm not sure if I want to explain it yet, just because I don't know for sure if it's profitable. But yeah, getting into the trade, I short again. And then I like to cover on this support, and it's also 1R. And so I like to wait for 1R until I can start covering. And it just so happened that 1R was the support level. So I decided to start covering half right here in this area. And then we kind of had a bounce back. It's very low liquidity. That's what sucks about this setup. Is you kind of get shaken out. Well, don't get out. You got to follow your risk. But it's a little shaky. And then market open. This is what tripped me out. So market open, we have 3 minutes of just nothing. We're not moving. And so I was like, I said if we move anywhere, we're not gonna make any movement. We're just gonna stay flat all day. But right when we got volume, my orders got executed because I had orders out ahead of time. Bam, they got executed. And then as you can see, massive volume. It took 3 minutes for the stock to get volume. So if this volume came right at the open, that's a new indicator. If there's a lot of volume and the stock's generally just downtrending, I think I can hold a little bit longer. But a lot of the time when the stock loses volume, it just doesn't move, or it grinds up. And so I just like to cover, and that's kind of what I did. There's 3 minutes of no volume, and then my orders got executed, and then it just, oh my gosh, this is the biggest winner. This is the biggest potential, this is the most my setup has gotten in a day. This is kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, I would have made like 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7R on this trade if I got perfect executions. Even data tracking could not give me perfect executions. This is very abnormal for my setup. Maybe not, we'll find out. But yeah, I'm not mad about how I played it. I got 1R, but I'm also mad that I could have got 2R fairly easily if I just held a little bit more. But again, data tracking is going to give me the best exits possible. But yeah, aside from the low-hanging fruit, this loser, I took a loser today, alright? This is not the low-hanging fruit setup that I'm profitable with. This is a different setup. Now, I don't like losing on any setup, let's be honest, but I'm fine losing on the low-hanging fruit setup, and I don't know if I'm fine on losing this setup. I think I am fine just because in the far future, this is the setup that I want to be very profitable with. These kind of setups where they're day one broken stocks, I want to be able to short the outer lines, and I thought that VWAP was the outer line on this stock, so we're broken day one. I have some more trades on similar setups, and so I get a starter here. I'm scaling to VWAP, so shorting VWAP on a broken day one stock, this is a big pattern, and it usually has a high win rate, but I'll explain why this one failed and why a lot of traders just avoided it. So I have my first execution at 807. My next one was 817, but that never got hit on this wick. And so what I did was lower my risk from 830 down to 820. And once I did that, I found out that I could just add in full size 100 shares. And so I slammed because it felt weak. Like as you can see, it's wicking, and then it was going down. So I slammed on full size with my new risk, and boom, got stopped out. I lost $17 on this trade, which is about 0.6R, I think. So I sized down on this trade because I knew it wasn't my consistently profitable setup. But I am a little disappointed that, maybe I should just stick to what's profitable. But I also want to learn. I'm not gonna learn. I'm not gonna just decide, okay, I'm gonna start doing VWAP rejects and then start winning automatically. I'm gonna have to lose in the beginning to learn. So I'm not so mad about losing money on a setup that's not mine. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But yeah, that's that. The reasons a lot of people avoided this, including a lot of people in my tag trading accountability group, is because it had 70% institutional ownership. Now, one of the people in my tag said that high institutional ownership means the stock tends to grind more, and also I think he said it was more manipulative. I know I'm not editing, but let's see what he said. Higher INO names, you don't want to chase attack lows. They tend to be more grindy. Usually it's best to do outer lines on them. This is what he's telling me. But yeah, that's I mean, yeah, that's some knowledge for the future. It also has a relatively low float, like 7 million real float. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna overthink it. I just took the loss. Whatever. I mean, yeah. I probably shouldn't have watched this, but I did. Um, who cares? I'm holding a Sharpie. I don't know why. I hate not being able to edit this because I probably would have edited all this stuff out. But anyways, yeah. I have nothing else to really talk about. Yeah, I think that's it. That was just a quick recap of my 2 trades, and I think, yeah. So what I should have done today really is not taken a trade, and then that gives me the ability to take 2 trades tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, and those 2 trades should get me to R on my profitable setup. So I'll probably decide eventually over time whether I should, maybe use some day trades on VWAP rejects to try to learn them, or if I should just put all of my trades into what's profitable. I don't know. Please let me know down in the comments what you all think. And thank you guys for watching and supporting the videos, because I do want to grow my channel in the future and help as many people as I can out. The most helpful thing to me is live trading videos and just trade recaps and charts in general. And so that's my goal to share with you guys. I know I'm not doing live trades yet, but I'm planning on doing them when I have a setup that's more during market times. My setup currently takes like 2 hours. It's like a position trade, it's no scalping. It's like you buy, you sit, and then you cover. So eventually I'm looking to get into live trades, but yeah. So yeah, with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications because I upload every day, and I hope you all enjoyed. Peace.